Hello everybody, Cyanesk111 here, and welcome back to more Civilization VII. It is the 4th of April as I'm recording this, and I've been having way too much fun with this game so far. After playing as Benjamin Franklin, Jose Rizal, and Lafayette. Benjamin Franklin once for my YouTube playthrough series of this game. But for this playthrough, we're gonna mix things up and play as Tecumseh. Not Tecumesh, as I've been calling him since my middle school days. Tecumseh. Now, you would notice that Tecumseh is at level 2 already, but that is because, unfortunately, earlier this week, I was in the middle of recording a run with Tecumseh, and I got to the end of the Antiquity Age after having completed all the milestones of the scientific legacy path in that age. But sadly, I failed to start recording the third part, so I had to scrub the run and start fresh again. I'm still kinda mad about that, but here we are now, ready to start fresh again, as stated. With Tecumseh, we get +1 food and production per age in settlements for every city-state that we're the suzerain of. And we also get +1 combat strength for all units for every city-state we are the suzerain of. So that means I'll have to ally myself with every city-state I can before my rivals. And to make things a bit easier for us on that front, I'm going to be equipping a memento called bifocals. We gain 50 influence after researching a tech or civic mastery. We unlock that by reaching level 2 with Benjamin Franklin, which I have done. Thus, I can see distinctly, near or far. Moving on. We're going to be starting off at the Antiquity Age, like we did with Benjamin Franklin. But the only civilization on here that has the Tecumseh icon over it is the Mississippian civilization, as Tecumseh's ancestors were neighbors to the Mississippians. I'll play on Governor difficulty, Standard Speed, Continents Plus, and I'll do another standard map, because I like playing on the biggest possible map that's available in the Civ games, Civ 6 and 7, even though the most number of players you can have on the biggest map is 8 in this game, as opposed to the 12 in 6. Alright, with all that, here we go.
A great dais rises from the earth, heralding a new day. What the Mississippians build will uphold the world.
I'll let you pause and read all this, but we are going to go ahead and begin. And you'll see right off the bat that I still have tutorials enabled, since there is still quite a lot of stuff that I'll have to understand before I can consider myself competent enough to go forth without tutorials. I know about technologies, technological advancement, continued production, all that good stuff. I might want to disable tutorials at some point, since I do know most of what to do when the game is in the Antiquity Age. We discovered America, where Tecumseh and his people were from. So that's the wreckage this message box was talking about. Let's go see what we got. Raiders have repeatedly plagued a remote market town. A few townsfolk think they can rebuild, again, but most agree they would feel safer in cities. I say we welcome the merchants. Ha! They'll never know we came there to rescue them. Bring them to Cahokia for sanctuary. Independent villages, I know about those. The Khotan village is hostile, so we'll need to keep a close eye on that. If we can find their home territory, that would be ideal, since Tecumseh's leader ability complements befriending city-states. I've done the science legacy path in my previous Tecumseh playthrough, as I stated before. And the codex finding was pretty easy. So, let's go for that. Oh my gosh, I wish I could show you how great my previous playthrough as Tecumseh was. I had only 2 parts recorded, but oh man. I wish I could relive that. In this wreckage, we find votive figures flung across the landscape. For the slain, they may be comfort. For their orphans, signs of devotion. For those in the capital, thrilling curiosities. Let's leave the votive figures for the dead. Plus 50 happiness towards the next celebration, and plus 30 culture. Now we have a civic to choose from. I know about those. Despotism is a must, because of our ability to have celebrations on science. We know about policies, and swapping policies. Our granary is complete, and we can grow our city. Settlers, know about those. Yeah, I should definitely consider disabling tutorials if I know about the basics of this game enough to be on my own from the tutorials. If that made any sense. Gosh, I think I ate too much during my dinner. It's starting to affect my commentary, and I hope it doesn't end up being too shaky in the end. It's a campfire this time. A trader has obtained a cargo of spices from afar. The weightless herbs crumble to dust in the hand, and are sure to become a sensation before long. I say we take the seasonings home, plus 30 food to Cahokia, and we can grow it again in turn. I'm gonna get a plantation for the state's resource.
The fair breeze blew.
Well, looky here. Look who we met.
Greetings. I am Benjamin Franklin, doctor, scientist, writer, and full of advice, whether you will listen or not.
Benjamin Franklin of Rome. what do you know? I played as Benjamin Franklin for my first Civ 7 playthrough, and I chose Rome as his Antiquity Age Civ. And look what we have encountered. For that, I'm going to do a friendly greeting. I think it must be wise to save up all the influence I can if I'm gonna make friends with so many with so many independent powers. We got our settler ready. Additional science per turn. I gotta save my influence though, so I'll accept. I'm gonna get another scout in so I can explore more of this map at a time. Destination reached already. And our town's name is Missouria, as in Missouri. The current name for one of our US states. Don't you know?
There is another world.
Mysticism's done. And our narrative choice is... The door opens. A new prophet rises from a death-like slumber. Shedding his old life, he relates a vision of a forked road, one path leading to joy, the other misery. He repeats the warning sent through him by the Master of Life. Some evils cannot be redeemed, but the future may yet be saved. Tecumseh listens closely to the prophet's words. Then, extending a hand, he helps his brother to his feet. Only through unity can enemies be overcome. We gotta become the suzerain of an independent power for the story to continue. I really wanted the city patron goddess for +2 influence on the altar. And that's the only pantheon belief that happens to contain influence-related things. Oh, woe is me. I'll do God of Wisdom then, for +1 science on quarters in settlements with an altar. When is it can we get altars again? Oh, we can build altars right now, since we've completed mysticism. I think I'm gonna go ahead and build one in... I can't because we don't have enough gold. The Horned Serpent. The storm brings unprecedented rain, and a landslide reveals a jumble of bones with a great arching spine, longer than any animal we have ever seen. It can only be the horned serpent of our storyteller's tales, a poisoner that died once, but will not stay dead. I'm gonna grind the bones to powder. More culture for me. So, for an altar, it'll go here. +1 food, +2 happiness in Cahokia. Our scout is done. And I'll have him set out to find any city-states that I can hopefully befriend before my rivals do. That would be very ideal right now. I should probably get this scout back to land. I have a feeling that the scout unit must have come from an independent power from down here. So yeah, time to bring him back to land, and we can choose a celebration already. Plus 20% science for 10 turns. Sounds good. What the heck, I'll do Charismatic Leader. I need to get my science output up somehow, too. This is a scout from Nicaakiyakoolaakwe. Looks Native American. I'm not sure if it is, though. Sagunia. And it's hostile, too, so... Queuing multiple items. I know that. I meant to purchase it with gold. It'll be a good decision for defense. Khotan Warrior. I think it would be best if I had my scout avoid that at all costs. Okay.
There is another world. The spoken.
We completed a tech and a civic at the same time, and we are on Great Library 2 now. We gotta build a library and earn a codex by completing research and master writing. Objective accepted. Raising the earth. The Mississippians gather, baskets in hand, to mold the earth according to their vision. As they bear soil and clay to each new mound, they celebrate their growth and the future they lay for their children. Let's entice some visitors from afar, shall we? I'll have to master writing since that's what the quest calls for. Earthworks is a Mississippian unique civic. We discovered Mount Everest, but the quote didn't play for some reason. How bizarre. But, yeah, that's a natural wonder found. As we continue to look for independent powers up north. Wait, what are these? What are these volcanoes and mountains right there? I guess from discovering Mount Everest we can see a couple of mountains from afar. Defenseless settlement. And a warrior is approaching. That's not good. Well, my warrior unit is on the way to defend. Another wreckage. And I moved my scout over there without revealing it. Cool. Wildfires have left a once flourishing garden in ruin. The acolytes who tended the rare plants here combed the detritus for salvage, hoping they can rebuild. Study what's left of the rare plants. Petition the garden be rebuilt. Let's study what's left of the rare plants. Science is way up now. One turn left until we master riding. I'll have to produce a library if I want to get any closer to completing the legacy path for science in this age. Oh, come on. I know those independent powers have got to be here somewhere.
Spoken word.
We've got a codex in our palace, which is nice. With the start, a chieftain awakes from restless sleep. In dreams, they were visited by the Birdman, a powerful warrior holding a rattle fashioned from the skulls of their enemies. Before traveling to the upper world, the Birdman promised to retrieve the souls of the chieftain's kin from the realm of the dead. It's for a codex. This account should be preserved through engraved images. It shall be. Wait. We got our second codex, though it is in the archive because we don't have any place to display them at. I'm building a library for that. Well, I will build a library for that as soon as the altar is complete. I feel like I'm getting closer to wherever that independent power is down there. I know that. A library would help greatly now. Oh, Missouri. How much does it cost for another warrior? 120 gold, but there's nowhere to spawn the unit. Oh hey! La Venta of the Olmec people. And it's scientific too. How about I go ahead and befriend you, so you'll no longer be hostile towards me. I can wait 8 turns. Negotiation tactics. After much debate, local chiefs refused to join Tecumseh's confederacy. Wary of arguing, they proffer a peace pipe to smooth over any ill will. Tecumseh, displeased with the lack of progress, holds the pipe carefully between his fingers. Then in a single motion, he snaps it in half and tosses the fragments into the fire. Again? One chief sighs as his warriors urge him to reconsider. Very well. Plus 25 influence from that narrative choice. A story to tell. Satisfied at last, the writer sets down their quill. They have spent countless hours writing down words only to scratch them out and rewrite them. All will be worth it if just one reader finds joy in this text. I'm faced with a difficult choice. I get +1 codex to potentially display, or I can get 75 influence so I can befriend another independent power. I'll get the codex. If it's gonna help me get to the scientific legacy completion faster. Uh-oh. Oh dear. Missouri. Okay, clearly I am gonna have to do something about this. Like, get another warrior in. Pronto! And I am now building my library, as I stated before. Oh dear. I hope Missouri can survive this. I'm feeling confident they will. But the fact that it's getting attacked this early in the game is scaring me a little. Let's do masonry. Easier to scout. Hostile. Another hostile unit, I see. Just another day for finding independent powers, I suppose. That catches me off guard every time. My second warrior unit is coming. Oh dear. Oh boy. Well, look who we did meet.
Nukangani pachakutech, intich saminchaskan, apur kokonach churi, nukakahti, katatatanku, alpakuyochti hinara.
We've met Pachacuti of the Mayan Empire, though he was historically ruler of the Incas. But that works too, since someone may have the Incan Empire. Or is the Inca Empire of the Exploration Age? No matter. I'll do a neutral greeting. Just a simple hi. Espionage action. We can steal a technological advancement. It requires 80 influence, and I'm just 15 short. This would be much easier if I had some more gold in my reserves. So I can purchase more units, but I don't. It's looking like Missouri is gonna have to survive one more attack. At the bare minimum. Or not. And it's actually healing up from this. Okay, that's a La Venta warrior. La Venta's gonna be friendly with me in 3 turns, so that means hostilities are gonna decrease, obviously. Oh, there was the Khotan independent power all this time. Khotan of the Saka people. Dang. I'll have to befriend them, too, as soon as I can. Oh, what is it? Oh, looks like that La Venta warrior got my scout. Oy, 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 oy. Can't attack twice per turn. Driving them away from my town is pretty tempting, but I still want to get the leader benefits from befriending as many city-states as possible.
Cup was
Okay, so we can now build a pop cop, a Mississippian unique improvement. Does not remove warehouse bonuses on a tile. Must be placed on flat terrain. +1 gold, +1 food for each adjacent resource. Let's place it here. Well, it is gonna begin once we get this library completed. Diplomatic action. Benjamin Franklin's gonna denounce us. I need 120 influence to cancel the action. But I don't have enough, so accept it is. Not very happy about it, given that I had played as Ben Franklin in my first playthrough of Civ 7, but what can you do? I don't know if it's because I sent this scout to investigate what's going on in their lands, the Roman lands, but nonetheless, we've completed our library, so we now get to work on the third part of our Great Library Legacy path. We gotta research mathematics and build an academy in one of my settlements. I think I'm gonna leave that for another time right now. I'm gonna go ahead and take a break and let my food settle since, again, I have eaten quite a bit for my dinner tonight, and my stomach is feeling a little bulgy right now. Yeah, bulgy is the word. So, I'm gonna make a game plan on how I can befriend the Khotan city-state, or not city-state, independent power as well. Oh gosh, this muscle memory is really getting to me, and it's annoying, given how much I've been playing Civ 6 before this version began. And yeah, I might as well go ahead and end it here before I make things even more awkward. So, thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye!